Hey, welcome into a Halos in the Infield post-game show with your host, ToddFox, as we walked off yet another victory, this time against the Baltimore Orioles at home at the Big A on Hawaiian T-shirt night. Hope everyone has had a good evening. I sure have. Shohei Ohtani, man, his shoulders must be sore from holding up the Angels all night when the game looked not hopeless, but pretty crappy in the first couple innings. We'll get into that. But boy, did he come through tonight. He has now league-leading 30th home run, as Vlad Guerrero was trying to catch him earlier in the day with home runs. He's now 3 behind Shohei, as Shohei goes deep twice, and the dude is just locked in. This guy could have possibly 40 home runs. Randy messaged me and said, can you think he can make 40 by the All-Star break? Well, if he continues on the pace he is, I say it's very possible. At least 37 by the All-Star break, which is crazy, which means he's got 60 in mind. He could hit 60. Who knows? I'm just saying. The dude is just a freaking unicorn right now, stealing bases. Had he not stole the base after that, the interference by Rendon in the 9th inning, he's at third base at best. But because of that and his speed, he makes it all the way around. And kudos to him to make the perfect slide just a foot or mere inches away from getting tagged out at home, because it was a good throw as well. So what a hell of a night for a freaking Shohei Ohtani. What a good performance out of the bullpen for the most part tonight. With the exception of, I'll get into one of the things I disagreed with. I'll get into some of the stats. I'm going to read all the comments. I'm going to bring you guys up to speed on the new bingo game, the Jersey bingo game. So we got all kinds of stuff to talk about. I'm going to get into this one early. This one started out pretty crappy because why? Griffin Canning is giving you his best Heaney impression from the right side. He just cannot finish off an inning, cannot finish off batters right now, and he has the stuff to do so. And this is another frustrating pitcher that he signed. He's going to be here next year trying to work on his craft next year too. But I want to see this guy succeed too, but he came out 2 outs in the first inning, gives up a solo shot. Second inning, 2 outs in the inning, gives up a solo shot. It's 2-2 or 2-0. And then our boy Iglesias comes through with a wicked swing on a curveball down low. He golfed one out to make it 2-2. And you figure the offense picks you up. You got to give him a shutdown inning. No, Canning proceeds to put up a 4 spot, and it makes it 6-2. And the fans that were all pumped up for that 2-run homer now sitting back in their seats kind of quiet. But Shohei comes through again in that 3rd inning and winds up hitting a 2-run blast to make it 6-4. They leave a few men on, and then they get a 3 spot in the 4th inning to make it, including one of Ohtani's home runs again, to make it a freaking, give them the lead for only to give it right back at 6-6. Then they were able to get that, or 7-7, sorry. Then they were able to get the run back in the 9th inning to put the game away with Shohei again, reaching first base on the walk with a good batter's eye, stole second twice, and then comes around on a nice clutch base hit by Mr. Walsh right there. And that one barely got through that shift. But this was a hell of a game against, some say will be an inferior team. They're 27-55. Angels are sitting there now. They are 40-41, just a game under 500. So right now, where this stands, this is still a team. You could say, okay, they hung in there with a team like Baltimore and got the W. Baltimore's not that good, but they are an improving team. They just got off from sweeping Houston, helping us out a little bit in the standings. So they're not all that bad. But again, I got to say something real quick before I get to the comments. I didn't like the fact they pulled Quintana too early. They brought Cishek in too early. He gives up that run. He balks and then gives up a single right away. Unfortunately, he was able to shut it down after that. But again, you go in there, and I think Madden overthinks situations. But I do like the move to Iglesias because Myers clearly did not have it again for whatever reason tonight. That would have been a blowpen buttercup type combo loss. But the fact that he came in there, got the quick hook for Iglesias, I was happy for that one. But I wasn't happy for the Quintana thing because I think Quintana was rolling other than one hit given up or a walk I think he had. So other than that, I thought the Angels played really good tonight. Fletch also extends his hitting streak, so that's pretty good to see as well. So Angels a big 8-7 win. Let's get to some of these comments first. Sean Norton up on Facebook. What is up, Sean? He says, Ohtani, incredible talent. Iglesias with a 5-out save. Hell yeah. And then Rally Chris checks in with Rally Chris. It was right again. He called it again. So he's giving himself a nice little pat on the back right there. Nathan checks in with light that baby up, baby. Let's see. why I added that extra baby. And then let's see, light that baby up. Rendon means, and then what a game. Ace says, I think she was in attendance tonight, and on the message board, she had messaged that Ohtani's home run came real close to where she was at. So too bad you couldn't catch the ball. You've been catching a lot of hats off this show. You should have caught the ball too. Shohei is such a try hard. It's unfair. Well, he does try a lot. Oh, I think you messed up that one, Nick, but I get what you're saying. Chase says, giving me flashbacks to Fletch's slide against the O's for a bit right there. That was a super close play right there, of course, right there. And then we get down to some of these comments here. Yvette says, week 1 heroes, let's go. Yeah, she's trying to bring back that flair from the first couple weeks of the season where this team was just really fun to watch. Chris Swanky says, damn, I have VT Chubby. There you go. And then Yvette says, Halos, baby. Trouty here, 27. I wonder where this team would be if healthy and decent bullpen. Wrong season to be without Trout. I'm telling you, though, it's not quite over yet. They still have a shot to get back into this thing, not the division, but the actual wild card. As they made up a few games in the last 2 or 3 days, which is pretty nice to see. I thought this was going to be a game where you got screwed over by a rain delay. You know what happened in Toronto when they had that rain delay? What happened with the COVID? They hit losing streaks right after. Not to say that they can't go on another one, but we know that they got the first big one out of the way. Keep the winning going. And let's do this again tomorrow. Cobb goes against to be announced. We don't even know who the Orioles are pitching the next 2 days, but we know that Cobb will be on the hill tomorrow, and we know that the Sandoval closes the series out. So hopefully everything turns around. Let's see. Chris Wanky says, Grill Master, light that baby up. He's calling for that one. And then my boy Thomas checks in with yes. And Chris Swanky saying the same thing, just getting back to that. Let's see. Dre Day, what is up, Dre Day? He joined in. James says, I was just playing that song. Ha, ha, ha. Gary Glitter up in the house, that's for sure. 1-0 in the last 1 games. That's all that matters, Grillmaster. Because that's what my head coach up in Seattle says. What is it called? Pete Carroll. He says 1-0 this week. I don't want 1-0 this week. Well, I think the Angels should adopt that too. Let's go 1-0 each day. 1-0 each day. Keep trying to stay undefeated. Damn, that felt good, James says. Fast times, my boy Randy says, fuck yes, baby. Ohtani hitting 60. See, I think he called it first, and I'm going to give him all the props. If homeboy hits 60, Randy called that sucker like 2 weeks ago. Chase says that Walshy jersey came through tonight. Yes, Chase got his Jared Walsh jersey, and he happened to be wearing it tonight. And look who was the savior tonight. Let's see. Grillmaster says, I love Hawaiian t-shirts. I own about 80 of them. God damn, that's a lot of. That's like me with jerseys. I got too many, and you got too many of those shirts as well. James says, Ohtani could do no wrong. I threw that in there. He meant wrong. Grillmaster says, do you all see 60 and 65 home runs this season for Showtime? I think it's possible. I think it's super, super possible for him to go on a run, because obviously if he hits 37 to 40 home runs by the All-Star break, you only need 20 to 23 in the second half. And what happens here in the second half of the season, August and September, you go to places that are humid, or the air's, you play more day games, it's hotter, the ball travels farther. He could get it easily that way. I'm just saying. Trouta here says 39 home runs is the record before the All-Star break, and that was Bonds. And I think he hit 70 that year. So I'm not saying 70, but damn. Canning had no command tonight, Ace says. Yeah, his fastballs were all over the place, not even in the zone. Even when the coach came out there to tell him, hey, man, you got to get the pitches in the zone and everything else like that, Wise tried to talk to him, and the pitches just stayed right where they were at before he even went out to the mound. He was either walking guys or they were tattooing the ball. Sassy Classy Mare says, Ohtani MVP. And I think that was raining down from the stands tonight, too. That was good to see. Girlmaster says, Ryan McKenzie, the right fielder for Baltimore, solid throw there on the last play. Yeah, he couldn't have thrown it any better. That was just speed. That was just freaking speed. Let's see. Chase checks in with Rally Chris says, when Angels were down 6-2, I said it wasn't over. Yeah, it was in the third inning, man. So that was good hanging on right there. Shohei Ohtani for Kazuhiro checking in on YouTube. I hope I said that one right. Kazuhiro. Yeah, there you go. And then tomorrow for the Orioles, George Lopez, 2-10 with a 5.92 ERA. He's taking time off of his show on ABC to pitch for the Orioles tomorrow. He'll be a hometown favorite, I'm sure. Nick says Bonds was using steroids. That is true, Nick. Shohei is using just pure pure happiness. That is one happy man. That is one happy, fun, just a guy that if he is not afraid to talk English, you'd love to have a beer with him. If he drinks beer, a sake bomb, whatever, just hang out with him. He seems like just a cool, genuine dude, and just like fun to be around. You know what I mean? And he's fun to watch. I mean, he does everything right. And again, if like Trouta here said, if freaking Trout was playing right now, and on the level that we know he could be playing right now, and this guy doing what he's doing, geez, freaking Louise, would this team be scoring some runs? I think they would anyway, because who do you pitch around to get to these guys? I mean, geez. Randy says, Ohtani is just amazing. We are so lucky to have him. Lock him the fuck up. Yes, and look for him to get that contract extension after this season, dude. They gave him that, what is it called? I forget what that's called again. When you have that, when you arbitration or whatever like that, they gave him like a 2-year extension with that. But I'm for sure they're gonna give him a long-term deal right there. Grillmaster also checks in with A's lost. Super Walsh and the Batman from the West, the best tag team since Matt and Jeff Hardy. There you go, going WWE on us. That was a hell of a tag team back in the day, the Hardy Boys. But think about this too. I mean, if Walsh continues his tear, you got Trout that comes back and can get on a tear. Ohtani keeps doing his thing. Rendon wakes up from his sleeping beauty, and then freaking if our boy Upton continues to stay healthy or can stay healthy, the way his pitch, his hand-eye coordination was and his batter's eye was looking really good. He was taking walks, going the other way, hitting home runs, getting base hits. If those 5 guys are doing their thing, man, how the hell are you supposed to stop this lineup? And the bottom 4 of the lineup is going to start seeing some really good pitches, because they're going to be scared to flip that lineup back around again. So guys like Fletcher and Stassi, Lagares, and other players like that are going to start seeing better pitches, and that's only better for them. Iglesias as well. James says, bingo! Also, guys, here's a vintage grill master, DFA Canning. Yeah, he had to find somebody to DFA. That's true. Chase says, I can't help you set up a timer on the stream or I can help you set. Oh yeah. Okay. We'll take a look at that, Chase, maybe afterwards. James also says it's so frustrating with Canning, and he is frustrating to watch at times. You just hope that he can just continue to get better, but then he has setback after setback. Get rid of Myers and call him up only for road trips, Chris Swanky says. That might be the way to go. His ERA is sparkling on the road, and for whatever reason, he loses control and confidence at home. With the homer from Ohtani, both haven't landed yet, Grillmaster says. He's still looking for the balls out in the parking lot. Chase also says, also move the Angels and O's pictures to the top of the left sources because it looks weird on Twitch. All right. Oh, I see that. Yes, it does look a little weird. My bad. Because I think I moved I moved something around here. Yeah, I moved something around. I have to move them up here or something. I don't know. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out after. Whatever. If you guys can bear with it, then we'll just figure it out after. I don't want to press the wrong button. I'm like so bad with this stuff. Don Hammond checks in. Shohei is unreal. Not only does he hit a home run and get run back at first, then he hits to 2-run home run, gives us a lead. He also gets on base in the 9th inning, steals a base and scores. The dude is amazing. I mean, he's doing everything right now, and I'm so happy that we have this guy in our team. Rally Chris says Angels are the only 6.5 games behind the wild card. Both Rays and Oakland lost today, which they are tied for the first wild card spot. So 6.5 is still within reach, but you can't go past 7.5. I think you got to get it under 5. So every game counts before now in the All-Star break. We got to make as much moves as possible in the freaking standings right now. Grillmaster says, good news, no Kurt Suzuki slander tonight. And then Don says, a winning run, absolutely. He did many okay tonight, or he did not play tonight, Kurt Suzuki. Orioles can rake, James says. Yes, they can. They can't pitch very good. They have a little bit of a good bullpen. You saw some of those young arms tonight, but it's all about their hitting, and they can hit. Chase says, Quintana X Bundy holding it down in the bullpen. Yeah, so far a little shot in the arm. Let's see how long we can continue that. Don Hammer says, wasn't for Shohei, we would be nowhere. I swear. Yeah, we would have the Orioles record pretty much. Rasil in the game makes me nervous, especially if he's in the meat of the order for the opponent, Grillmaster says. But he's came through in a tie situation, and guess what? He picked up a victory tonight. Chris Swanky says Rendon on the turnaround too. He went 3 for 5 tonight. He did strike out in the 9th inning, but 3 for 5 for him is pretty good. Seems like we fixed the lagging issue. Yeah, I think we did. No One Before God says, hello, Angels family. Great game today. Hell yeah, Hector. I hope you enjoyed it as well, man. That was a great game tonight. Super hype. Let's go. Showtime, Donham says. Nathan says, I hope Fletch stays leadoff when Upton comes back. Yeah, that's the thing. What do you do now that Fletcher seems to have... What do you guys think? I want to hear your answers. Do you keep Fletcher at that leadoff spot, or do you put Upton back where he was? Or do you flip-flop the guys for right now and put Upton at 9 and put Fletcher at first? And that's no disrespect to Upton. It's just that maybe you can have a back-to-back kind of leadoff situation like you had before when Fletcher started to turn his numbers around batting 9th. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think? Do you just automatically give it back to Upton, or do you go with a hot hand for Fletcher right now? Because I don't know what to do right now, and it's sort of, these kind of problems are good problems to have. The Grillmaster says, this play almost felt like a play that someone just mentioned when the Orioles were in 2019. Let's see, George Lopez, they are pitching, I think. Yes, Nick, he is going to be pitching off that trampoline from the start of his show. Grillmaster says, Game 2 is George Lopez for Baltimore. Got that. Game 3 is Tom Eichelman. So they must have announced these before. Walshy for All-Star Game. Ace, I think he's going to make it. Havana Magic, that should be the next night. There should be a Cuban night at the ballpark, I believe. Yvette says. Grillmaster says, I love that night. I love a night with no toasters involved and no silverware. Let's remember I call Ohtani for our savior and MVP and home run king. You're getting close right now, dude. Hector, those are pretty good shots right there, because he could be the home run king. He could be the savior of this season. So we'll see. Because so far he's coming through. Fast Times, which Randy says canning up and is up and down. Watch next start, he'll be lights out. That's the frustrating thing about him and Heaney. They show so much freaking potential, and then they'll just dump themselves, which makes no freaking sense. Hector says Showzilla power. There you go, right there. Jaime says we are officially at the halfway point. What is your prediction for the second half? If all goes right, Trout gets healthy, it all depends on the freaking trade deadline. If the Angels can pull up a pitcher such as Castillo, which they've been scouting the last couple days for the Reds, or if they can pick up one or two aces and a bullpen piece. If they can pull up one ace or just two pitchers that are pretty darn good and one more bullpen piece, I think this team's as good as a lock for the wild card. I think they can get in the wild card. I think Houston will fall back, or one of the two teams is going to fall back, and they will sneak in. But if there is not the proper pieces put in place to help this team get down the stretch, I think they're just going to fall short. So for me, I can't make a true judgment on it until they do something at the deadline. Then I could see, okay, they're playing for next year, or if they're playing for this year, they're going to go for a run. But I can on the outside before the deadline consider them for making a pretty damn good run and doing what we thought they could do in the first half, which is win every series or try to win every series, put in a sweep here and there, stay away from prolonged losing streaks, and possibly just getting in based on winning series, not exactly sweeping people altogether or beating up on like Oakland and Houston. Don't worry about what they're doing. Just take care of one game at a time. If they're able to have that mentality, they could be a playoff team. And it's just, I need to see a little bit more before I can pass judgment. So that's my long-winded answer. So I know I really didn't answer your question, but that's just all I got right now. Grillmaster says Beningo and Ace were at the game tonight. I hope they had a good time. Yeah, Beningo's first game. So shout out Matt Beningo. Hopefully you had a great time tonight. Seeing you right there. Can you imagine sitting next to Darren Sutton with Ohtani hits a home run, probably touching himself? Dude, I wouldn't doubt it. Darren gets a little too excited when he's in there. Now, do you think this happens tonight if Matty V is calling the game? I want to hear your answer on that one, because Matty V is our bad luck charm. Chase says Shohei's reaction when he was on the ground at the slide into home was pure gold. And you know what? No lie, until he put a smile on his face, I was kind of like, oh, please don't say you tweaked something. And he just, he started celebrating. I'm like, hell yeah. Because we've seen enough of that on a walk-off from years ago, if you know what I mean, Morales. Well, let's see. Jaime says Walsh should be in the All-Star game. He should be. Nick says, yo, chill. Let's see. Grillmaster says he went to Jared. Oh, God. Jaime says Ohtani in the first is the first 6-tool player. No kidding, right? God dang, that guy's so good. Let's see. Then Vintage Grillmaster, DFA, Rendon, and Canning. He's going for 2 now. Let's see. Or the haircut on Rendon. Yeah, DFA that haircut. Let's see. Trout here says Walsh got screwed. Should be an all-star. Trout should give him his spot. He's probably going to get in there anyway because of the player or the fan vote or the player vote or the coach's vote. One of them is going to get him in there. You can't deny those numbers. You just can't. Cobb pitches tomorrow, Jack says. Yes, sir. Johnny changed his 30 home runs for Ohtani. And Johnny, he could freaking hit 60 this year, which is very cool to see. Let's see. Rally Chris on Twitch says he is the good luck charm for the Angels. So he's patting himself on every freaking social media platform as possible. Grillmaster says, to everyone surprised that Mr. Biggest Man on the Angels history wasn't a complete ass tonight. Biggest man. Oh, Slagers. Yeah, Slagers came through, actually. Trout seems closer, Jack says. Yeah, he's getting close. Just counted it. We got 30 views across the platforms right now. Sweet. And that's good for a startup show, right? This is a startup podcast and page that we just barely started 4 weeks ago. And you guys are putting the word out there, and we love you guys for it. Continue to do that, please, because I got some exciting giveaway news to come through after this, or as we wind down a little bit here. Let's see. Johnny says LA Angels needs pitching and one more hitter. So they need one more hitter and one more pitcher, he's saying. So what are you looking for, Johnny? Are you looking for a right fielder? What kind of position player are you looking at? Let's see. Nathan says, is Trout still traveling with the Angels or no? I didn't see him on the road trip, but he is here at the stadium, and he, as you saw, he is throwing the ball around, so he's getting closer. I just want to hear when he's going to do that little quick rehab stint, which I'm pretty sure he's going to hit the Trash Pandas. Remember this, when the Angels win against the Yankees Wednesday, the Angels are the first team in the modern era to give up 7 runs in the first inning of a game to win, I think. And score 7 in the ninth.
This is
bad,
what
I got a
you've
freaking
been trained
interview,
for.
or not interview.
Your art cootery. Your
stupid commercial on the stats page, my bad. 30 home runs for Showtime again, and then without Ohtani, none of us would be here, LOL, that's for sure. Calling the sweep for the next 2 games, Strouder here says. And then J up at 9th. So Yvette says J up is better at 9. Jaime says, wouldn't mind trying to trade Heaney or Bundy or for someone else who might be struggling elsewhere. Sometimes players just need a change of scenery. If anyone needs a change of scenery, I'm right there with you, Jaime. I believe it is freaking Heaney. Heaney's got to go. I think he needs someone else to chirp in his ear, someone else to light a fire under him, if that's possible, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll see the best of him come through here. Let's see. Randy says, do you think the Angels can at least be 5-1 or 42 after the next 2 series, or 4-2 in the next 2 series? Do you think Perry makes a move? Yeah, as long as they're winning right now and they can maybe shave off another 1.5 to 2 games off that wild card lead. And let's just say you're playing with 4 games back or 5 games back of the first wild card team. Then yeah, he's got all the incentives in the world to add more players to this team and try to make them better. So yes, it's going to be exciting. James says put Upton back in the leadoff spot. Jaime says lead off with Fletch. Upton at the 9 hole is something I don't think I'd hear myself say. Let's see. Trotter here says Upton should still lead off. Upton should be in the middle of the lineup, I think. So you think he's pushed himself into a position to where he's earned back a power spot, because a leadoff guy isn't always considered power. Mateo says, hello, guys. What is up, Mateo? Miss you on here. Jack says, only thing is no power with Fletcher, but he's hitting well. And that's what we need. We need big guys to get on bases, because those Ohtani home runs, like when Upton was getting on base, they go from solo shots to 2-run homers. So if you look at the numbers for June, you look at Ohtani's numbers. Yes, he hit 11 home runs, but he only had 23 RBIs. And that just tells you a lot of guys in the beginning of the month of June weren't getting on base. They have been doing it recently, but they weren't getting on base. There's no walks. There's no singles in front of him. Nobody causing traffic to where his home runs could be 2-run, 3-run homers, or even better, a grand slam. So right now, I mean, he's hitting a lot of solo home runs, but look, tonight, 2-2-run homers. We'll take that all the way. Let's see. Fast Time says Upton should so stay leadoff. He was raking. Nathan says we need some power at the bottom. 3 in my opinion. So put Upton down 3. We're in the bottom 3 of that lineup. That's not a bad point. Jaime says Fletcher, Ohtani, Trout, Walsh, Rendon, Upton, Stassi, Ward, Lagares, or Iglesias. My bad. That's not a bad lineup right there. I like that lineup. Grillmaster says, Alex Curry looking hot tonight in her Aloha shirt. Yeah, she was saying aloha to everybody tonight. She's beautiful. What can I say? One of my friends said to me, Matt, aloha shirt means hi shirt. I said to her, do you know it also means goodbye shirt? Okay. Let's see. Jaime says, Grill, I told Todd Alex Curry Shirley used to work at Subway because she constantly gives me footlongs. Yeah, that seems even funnier the second time around. Ace says, I think it was great that the Angels have 2 starters voted to the All-Star game and the Dodgers have 0. And Trout has been out for a while. And that's something to say. That's either the Dodgers have too much talent on that team and not one big star, or they're getting a lot of hate for last year. And hopefully it's the latter. Jack says Angels can easily be 10 over in the second half, but that might not be good enough. And that just goes back to Jack, the slow starts. The slow starts, the not being able to finish April with a good record, not being able to finish May with a good record. So, yes, that could be a problem. Trouta here says second half of the season, hopefully we play more shitty teams than good teams and make the playoffs. We will get our average of crappy teams in the second half because we played a lot of good talent in the first half. By the way, take a look at the Twins roster, see who you would think you'd want from that team, because that's a team that is severely underperformed. And from what I heard today on the rumors that the Twins are going to be sellers, obviously, and they've got a lot of talent in that rotation, even though it hasn't come through, but it's worth a look. Like they said, a couple of you guys said, it may not be the guy to get right, or they might not be fitting in over there, but a change of scenery, you go to a winner or a team that's contending, maybe things turn around. Shout out to Iglesias for clutch pitching tonight. Yes, James, that was great pitching tonight. If Matty V called this game, we lost. Also, if we did win with him on the call, he would have said Santa Maria. Exactly. Bauer is on a 7-day administrative leave. Yes, Mateo, we got into that. If you want to hear more of that, me and James got on the podcast today. So that is up on all the podcast media forums. If you want to hear our takes on Tyler Skaggs and the Trevor Bauer situation, we got on both of those as well. And so did Chase hit on the Around the League with Andrew. They hit on that as well. Sutton makes Gooby look small. Damn, he's a big dude. Yeah, he's pretty tall. Chase says the more walk-offs for Walsh, the more exposure he gets, the likelier he makes the All-Star game. Yeah, hitting them grand slams, the back flips, the walk-offs. Yeah, he should be in there. The dude's tearing it apart. Grillmaster says, do you think the Salad Man delivers a side of victory with Cobb tomorrow? I don't know. You know what I've wanted to do with Cobb since we got him? Get a few corn on the Cobbs instead of putting K's over the rails for strikeouts. Just throw a corn husk or 2 over every time he gets a freaking strikeout. Mateo says the AL manager for the All-Star game this year is Kevin Cash. Yes, it is. Yvette says, I forgot how Gatorade Bass look. It's nice to see that and to be reminded. Yes, because you couldn't do that last year because that was COVID restricted. I mean, I was very surprised they let the players actually pat each other on the back or group hug or anything else like that. They're way too much into that. Yankees didn't play. So they were rained out again today. Mateo says, did Oakland and Houston win? No, they both lost. So we picked up a games tonight. For a lot. Oh, the Astros got a W. My bad. Astros beat Cleveland. A's lost tonight. Grillmaster says, where's Fletchfax? Yeah, we need him to check in because Fletchfax has been tearing it up. His boy Fletcher, David Fletcher, has been on a nice little hitting streak right now. Bryce Harper is hitting solo shots as well. Chase says, why don't we just go for a 1-2 punch going Upton, Fletcher, Ohtani, Rendon, Walsh, Stassi, Goslin, Iglesias, then Ward? There's only one reason for that, and that is the fact that Madden believes in the same thing that our boy Sosha thought about before he left, and that is when I didn't like Trout batting second, he's like, well, we need as many bats from Trout as possible. Well, they're doing the same thing with Ohtani. They're keeping him at the number 2. It would be nice if they went Fletch, Upton, Ohtani, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to try to milk as much as they can out of him. Yvette says, Mr. Walsh, no more jumping on the fucking plate. Morales called the doctor and said no more jumping on the plate. Yeah, they should just, before he gets to home, take out home plate or put some pillows or something on it before he jumps on it, because I don't like that either. Keep Ohtani second. He needs the most plate appearances that he can get. Yes, Nathan, that's just what I said, and you called it a little bit before. Let's see. Today, a man who was working in a Chinese restaurant burned himself during a stir fry. Please say he may never walk again. You should have said W-OK. That would have been funny. Nathan says Donaldson or Cruz. Donaldson, the only problem is he's third base. We got the infield is on lock. It would have to be Cruz, and that he would have to play some right field. He can't DH. But Nelson Cruz on this team, or Barrios. Barrios is a good starter, but I think that's the Twins' future right there. I think you would be better off going for one of their other starters, but Barrios is a guy that we'd have to give up a hell of a lot for him. Chase says the same thing. Maheda right here, Grillmaster. I would go with Maheda because he can eat innings. He hasn't pitched as strong as he did last year or the year before, but I've always liked Maheda in a way. He would be good on this team, I think. Let's see. Yvette says, rest in peace to Tyler Skaggs, 45. Absolutely. Nathan says, so glad we didn't sign Bauer now that we have so much going on with a lawsuit with Mickey Callaway situation. Now Bauer and then him. Yeah, it would have been crazy. Let's see. Haha, very corny, Todd. Whatever, man. And what do you think about Darren Sutton right now as one of our broadcasters? I got to admit, man, I favor him. I think he's not too bad. Let's see. David Plakcho says, Twins pitchers available. We go all in on Williams Ostidili. He might be one of those young pitchers I'm not aware of. So give me a little, what are his numbers, David? If he's on that team, I want to hear his numbers, because I know about Barrios, I know about Maheda, but that's a deep dive for me right there. Let's see. Chase says still playing right now. The Mariners are ahead of Texas, I believe. Johnny says Ohtani getting at bats is a good thing. Hell yeah, it is. Mateo says our boy Rendon is starting to heat up. Yes, he is, Mateo. Twins have no future. That's true. That's why I think they're going to unload a bunch of people right now on that staff. So as I finally caught up with some of the comments, as we move forward on this thing, I got the bingo stuff in today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video on how we're going to play, but I'll give you a little brief description right now. Basically, every time you watch the post-game show with me, or you watch one with James, a pregame, you have more chances to win. And on the podcast as well. What I'm going to do is these guys we're going to do the little spin-a-rooney with the bingo game, and the balls that come out, those numbers are going to be with them and with me or with whoever on the show. And basically, we're going to call those out, and you're going to be able to have more chance. The more chances you tune in, you check out our shows and whatnot, the more chances you get to win a free jersey of your choice from us. Well, we'll show you the choices, but you'll be able to pick your own player and your own size, basically, and out of 3 different designs. So I think that's pretty cool, right? Then you're also going to have an opportunity the first time around to win a Tim Salmon jersey. And the way you're going to do it and the way you're going to participate is we're going to be passing out bingo cards via DM. I'm going to take a picture on the DM. I'm going to have a board up, and every time someone claims one of the bingo cards, I put your name on it, and then you could play along with it as we read out the numbers, and you could exit out on your side or just be like, hey, I got that one. If you guys get, if you win a bingo, we're going to have it up here too. Everyone's names, everyone's cards, and then that's how it's going to go down. Balls and everything until someone wins. We're going to keep rattling around the bingo balls. And then you get a free jersey. You get it mailed to you. You don't pay nothing. You don't pay to play, and you don't pay to win the jersey or to receive it. I mean, why wouldn't you not want to play? So it's Halos in the Infield bingo jersey, courtesy of Halos in the Infield. Everyone that participates on this show, it's Chase, it's Andrew, it's James, it's Rally Chris, it's Fernando. It's all of us that, we're all doing this as fans, and we're bringing this page together. We're bringing you guys together. We want you to invite more people to the page. The more, the merrier. It's more fun. And this is just a way to interact with the fans. So if you're interested, DM the page, and I will send you back a freaking picture of your personal bingo card, and I'll mark your name on it, and then we'll have it on the board. And so every time the ball comes through and your number is called up there, you're marking it, and so am I. And you're going to see which numbers are marked. I'll give daily updates. It's all going to start next week. So not this week. You have basically 7 days because it's going to start next Friday. You have 7 days to get on the DMs and get registered with us, and then we're going to start dropping the bingo balls next week. So you have 7 days to get registered with us. Once you're in, you're in. And then, shoot, it's just going to be fun. And we're going to play till we get a winner. And then as soon as we get a winner, we're going to play some more. So the jerseys aren't going to stop. They're going to keep coming. And we're going to give little giveaways too. Hold on. Let me reach over here. We got Archangel pins to give away. So if you've seen these guys, it's one of our other sponsors. We're going to be giving away some Archangel pins for little games during the week too. So there's going to be those. We got trucker hat giveaways. We've got a whole new shipment of new hats. So not just the one I'm wearing right now, not just this one right here. We have also like a crimson red Angels hat coming in, a trucker hat, and a black, solid black, because this one's like a navy, dark navy. We have a solid black Angels with a white logo on it. So a lot of cool stuff coming in. We want you guys to spread the word. We want you guys to listen. We want you guys to participate. And again, you listen to a podcast during the week with Chase and Andrew. They're going to roll out a bingo ball for you. The same thing for the pregame show every day on the postgame show. So and then the other 2 podcasts in between. So you're going to have a bunch of chances. These games are going to go kind of fast. So the more you pay attention, the more chances you have to win. And remember, on the live show, which is this one, we don't replay this one unless you go to YouTube. So you'd have to watch it over on YouTube because we don't replay it on here. So if you miss the live show on the post game, you're gonna have to go over there to check it out to try to get the W with, listening to what bingo ball I give out. So again, you have a week to register. I hope you guys can get into this because it will be fun. This is gonna be one of, I think, our funnest games that we came up with. So we're really excited for this. Let's see. I got a few more comments here. Let's see. Go back here because I think I missed a few. Geez, there was a lot that came in while I was talking. I must have been yakking for a little too long here. Okay, hold on. Almost at it. Let's see. No, I think I went a little too far back. Okay, here we go. We would have to trade Marsh and Detmers to just get close to Buxton. Yeah, Buxton is not a guy that I don't think we need right now. And and Chase is reiterating we were going to do some of those bingo balls too on the podcast. And then should we trade a San Diego for Chris Paddock? If Paddock is available, yes, hell yes. That is a guy that we should go for. Let's see. Stallion27 says, hell yes. San Diego isn't going to sell anymore, though. That is true. I hope you guys like the bingo deal. Randy likes it. Laugh out loud trade for Paddock. Not going to happen unless we give them Ohtani. That's true. Let's see. Matt, how was the game? Chase is checking in with Matt Bedingo. What up, everyone? Matt Bedingo says, I just got home. Chase says, Todd, for a prize this big, we should play Blackout. Oh, they might have to. Dope says, let's effing go. Bingo! Yvette says, Blackout game would take about a month. Yeah, but see, with a bingo game, though, I'll have to talk to you guys about it off air. We might just do 1 or 2 balls per, depending on how many people register, because we do want to give out multiple per month. We don't want to just give out 1 jersey per month. Trust me. I'm going to have a bunch more coming in. The Tim Salmon one, by the way, I got to show you what that jersey looks like. It's, if you know, 96 white jersey. I'm actually thinking of a game. I'm going to try to get with Chase or Fernando about a game that we could just play for that one, because that's not part of the other jerseys that we're going to be giving away. The other jerseys are going to be the 60th anniversary jerseys. They're going to be the 1986 style, but this one's like sort of a wild card. This was one of the other jerseys that was given to me as a promotion. So I want to give this away, sort of like what I did with the other Rendon, find something else to give it away for. So yeah, we're going to go with that for right now. I'll find something right there. Hunter Strickland was a solid outing tonight. No wonder why pitchers do better when they leave this team, Grillmaster says. Let's see. Trouter here says, Angel Central is kicking themselves. Halos in the infield is taking off. Go Todd. Thank you, sir. That's all we wanted to do here, is just do our own thing. And, and if it can come through on this page, we'd love you guys to bring as many fans as you can in from wherever, not just any other page or whatever, but just wherever, because the more, I'm telling you, the more people, the better. We want this to be a happy place for Angels fans, win or lose, and do some exciting stuff on the side and meet up and do, because we got all kinds of plans. We got podcasts and everything else like that. we're just enjoying the fact that you guys are enjoying yourselves as well, because this is truly fun for us, and we're glad you guys are riding with us. Let's see. Dope says Hunter Strickland is dead to me. Mapadingo says it was fun at Chase secondary, except the people behind us were freaking the hell out of my hacking, or just hacking, or maybe messing with your mom and dad, or freaking your mom and dad out. Oh, that sucks, man. It sucks when you have bad fans behind you, whether they're on your side or not. So I just hope besides that you guys had a good night tonight. Jaime said JC is here with his fake account punching the air right now. I didn't say that. You said that. Dope says Hunter. Yeah, we knew it was Hunter, but Hunger sounded funnier. Mateo says count me in for that bingo game. Hell yeah. Again, DM me if you guys are interested. You got till next Friday before we close everything out. So as long as you get in before next Friday, I send you the picture of your card. You guys will be entered to win, which is going to be pretty exciting. And those people might be kicking themselves if you wait till the last minute, or if you don't get in, or if you forget to. So if you know someone that likes to play bingo or who wants a jersey, let them know. Get them in. Fast Time says, I'm definitely in for the bingo game. I think Perry is going to do all that he can at the deadline. I believe you're right, Nathan. Mapadingo says, who are you thinking they're going to get, Nathan? Mateo says, how do we register for the bingo game? Mateo, you got to DM me and I'll send you that picture of your bingo card. Any jerseys with Anaheim on the front? Dope says. We were going to give those away. I don't know what time of year we're going to give those away, because I do have a couple of those on back order that could possibly be coming in. I ordered a couple for myself, the pinstripe ones, but those aren't the most popular jerseys. But these ones, I'm telling you, when I post a video tomorrow, I'm going to post a video to reiterate how do you win in this game. And I'm just going to break it down and show you exactly visuals, because sometimes I can't explain myself right. So you'll see the visuals and you'll see the jerseys that we're going to give. And trust me, you're going to like it. If you like the old 1986 style, it's going to be really nice with a 60th anniversary patch on the side. It's going to look, I'm telling you, they're really, really nice jerseys. I'll post pictures tomorrow. Let's see. And then we go down here. Grillmaster says, welcome to the news. I'm your anchor, Earl from Panera, or is it Panera or Panama? I couldn't read that right there. Let's see. Herman Marquez is a big time reliever, like the closer from Pittsburgh. Yeah, those are two guys that we could use big time. Let's see. And then Grillmaster says, also, guys, I've been too busy with my college to film. My class comes first. Next week should be back onto his videos. Yes, his prediction videos, Grillmaster. Subscribe to him over at YouTube. Nathan says, yes. Let's see. Grillmaster says, Fletch, facts missing alive. Rare. Mathematic is not on here because he only joins for losses. Well, you know what, dude? If Grillmaster would come on, I wonder if he would come on to me or the show, because he does say some things that are kind of questionable at times, and he comes on Buttercup too. Let's see. Let's hold on a second. Let me get down here. Let's see. Nathan says we could also go for a guy like Fulmer too. There you go. Marquise isn't a reliever. Halo Report says, yeah, he's a starting pitcher for the Rockies. That is him, Castillo, a couple other guys. Halo Report's checking in. Also check out his page as well. He has a lot of cool stuff up there that he posts. He does some lives sometimes, but he does post a lot of cool stuff up there. Mathematic is sad because Bauer is gone. Phrasing Todd. It's freezing or it's phrasing? I can't see it, but hopefully this live came out a lot better. But again, check in with us tomorrow. I will have a video up and we'll have more explanation on the bingo game. It's pretty easy once it's explained. So we're excited about that. We're excited about the Angels getting the victory tonight. What do you guys think, man? Ohtani came through big time tonight. He's been carrying the team. I would just like to see Trout try to match his intensity, try to match his power or hitting when he comes back. And then if we can add one more starter to go along with the young kids we got, and if Suarez pitches as good as he's been pitching out of the bullpen, think about that. That'll be like adding a starter literally out of nowhere to that rotation, which we badly needed one because of Bundy's failures and Quintana's failures. I know to start of the season, Bundy didn't get the run support, but he hasn't been good lately, and maybe he'll find his niche back in the bullpen. Quintana looks a little bit more solid in the bullpen. Maybe, just maybe, this team is starting to come together. We're hoping they don't jerk us around again, but you can kind of see this team trying to turn the corner. So we're hoping, we all want this team to make the postseason. I think it's better for everybody when this team wins, not just as a fan, but just the feeling of making your day better, because some of you guys and girls out there, love the Angels. You live and die for the Angels. And sometimes when they lose, they have a bad game or they get blown out, it kind of screws with their day. Or like when we were watching last week, a game that went 4 hours, they should have won, they blew it. Kills your mood. So, I mean, things are better when this team wins, and we're hoping for the best with this team. So let's see, get back to a couple more of these comments before we get out of here. Let's see. You think the Bauer? Let's see. Oh yeah, a couple more comments came in real quick. Let's see. Yankees shitting themselves after the loss the other day. Yes, and they've had 2 extra days off. That means 2 double headers. They're gonna have to play one with us and one with the Mets. Chase says, we'll take any pictures we can get. Jaime says, Todd, do you think the Bauer thing was a consensual sex? It's hard to say. On the podcast, me and James were very clear that, we want to see more evidence come out, because some things look positive for Bauer and some things look positive for her. Then some things look negative for her. Some things look negative for him. So if it's important enough for them as a black guy, for baseball, leaving Bauer in the rotation, they had to put him on some sort of leave right now, and that's why he's on the 7-day thing, to give detectives that opportunity to further investigate. If it is going too far, then he didn't listen to a safe word. He went too all in, and he did some damage on her. So, and if she's lying, then she should be put in jail as well. I mean, it goes both ways. It shouldn't happen either way. There shouldn't be abuse on any side. Let's see. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. We'll go to Halo Reports real quick. He says, targeting Soto from Detroit, Taylor Rogers, Rodriguez as far as relievers. Not bad calls right there. Nathan says, I don't know, Paul Fry didn't do good tonight, but he would be good too. That's true. Grillmaster says, was the sex legal or illegal? That's the question of the day. Send me a meeting invite. I sure will. Let's see. Like his foreign substance. Oh, geez. Halo Report says, but looks like Perry might target Castillo, which would be amazing. And Halo Reports was putting that up on the other page too. He was saying that they had scouts right there. So that was a good call right there. And that would be amazing too, because I've liked him and Gray all year. Even though he had a rough start, like you said the other night, Halo Reports, the last 6 starts, he's pitched very good. If you looked at his numbers, his innings, he hasn't pitched under 5 2/3. He's pitched a couple 7-inning starts with multiple strikeouts, and I think he's finding his groove. So that's pretty good. The record, if you look past that, and his ERA's come down 2 runs as well, because it was pretty high there for a minute. Let's see. Nathan says he did have to face Ohtani, Rendon, and Walsh tonight. That's true. Matt Bedingo, and that's Fry. Going back to Fry. Matt Bedingo says, I think the home run derby came early for me. I saw 5 or 6 home runs tonight. Yeah, you saw a pretty good offensive performance tonight. Let's see. It looks like David Fletcher checking in with David Fletcher on Twitch. So fun to watch this lineup pick up and the pitching staff starting to settle in. Let's see. And do you think Bauer said the magic word or something? No, I think he ignored the magic word if he's guilty. Bauer clearly wanted the girl to see his bonus ball. Jeez. 1.72 ERA in June, Nathan says. Grillmaster says, don't know how well the pitches while he pitches the idea to her. Yeah, he did more than pitches, more like punches, if anything. But then again, like James brought up in the podcast, if she was in Pasadena seeing him, and he beat the crap out of her, why did she wait to drive all the way to San Diego, 2.5-hour drive, to then go to the hospital? Wouldn't you stay local and take care of the hospital or go to the clinic or something? Because, I mean, getting punched in the face repeatedly or hurt or whatever, I don't think you're in the mood to drive 2.5 hours. But there's a lot of weird things on both sides that sound fishy. Either way, there's one thing we could take out of this, and that Bauer is a freak in the bed. Not that we needed to know that, but now we do. And so even if he's innocent or guilty, we know he's a freak. So with that being said, that is the show for tonight. And like I said, we'll have the Jersey Bingo game explained further. But if you want to get an early jump and get your bingo card, I will DM you as soon as I see those DMs rolling in. And I will give you your own picture and I will put it up or your own picture of your bingo card so you can play along. And we'll put that bingo card up on our wall. And remember, I'm gonna be playing with you too. So like if it says B1 and you have B1, I'm gonna be marking it too. So you're gonna be able to see that too. But you should pay attention on your side too, because I'm not gonna call bingo for you. I'm not doing that. I will have a board out where it shows each one that's already been picked, and your card will be up there too. And it'll be a daily reminder if you guys want, or I could do a weekly one, whatever. But as long as you guys are paying attention and you're right, dude, you can call bingo like that and it's yours. But you got to beat someone to the punch. You could have like 2 lines in a row, and if you're not paying attention, someone else is going to beat you. So that's why you got to pay attention. That's why you got to play the game. It's going to be fun. So with that being said, hope all you guys and girls enjoy the rest of your evening. Friday night is upon us. Hopefully you guys can get out and do something fun tonight, because the night is still early. It's only 11:05. Yeah, so get out and have a drink on me. Angels get the big W tonight. Tune in for everything Halos in the Infield has to give, and tell a friend. We love you guys. Have a good night, and go Halos. And next time you go to an Angel game, be sure to scream MVP when Ohtani's up.